Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Goeiemôre, dames en here. Moweni manene, namaneni kazi. Welcome to the 2025 autumn graduation season at Nelson Mandela University, where we will be celebrating the achievements of 6,219 graduating students. This includes 241 masters and 38 doctorates. We will also be conferring 4 honorary doctorates. Before we get the celebrations underway, we kindly request that the audience rise when the academic procession enters the hall and remain standing until after the moment of silence, and again at the end of the ceremony after the national anthem as the academic procession leaves the hall. That you ensure your cell phones are on silent for the duration of the ceremony, but please do tweet using the hashtag MandelaGrad25 and tell all your family and friends that the event is being live streamed on our YouTube channel. That you do not leave the hall during proceedings out of respect for all our graduates and their families who have worked very hard to achieve their qualifications. Should you need to use the restroom, may we request that you do not walk in front of the stage, as this interferes with the photographer. We have water coolers around the venue to ensure that you do not go thirsty. Please note that in the unlikely event of load shedding, please remain seated. A standby generator will restore power within a few minutes. And finally, some celebratory guidelines. After the Executive Dean has read out the graduate's name, please feel free to celebrate your loved one's special moment with clapping and cheers. But once the graduate reaches the Chancellor in the middle of the stage, out of respect for the next graduate, please hold back your joy to allow the next family to hear their graduate's name being called out by the Executive Dean. We want, and I'm sure you do too, to be fair to everyone in the room and for all our guests viewing this special occasion virtually. We thank you for your understanding on this. In addition, we encourage all graduates to complete the graduation destination survey, which will help us gather valuable information at the point of graduation. You can access this survey from the graduation website by scanning the QR code on the survey posters or from our university portals. We trust that you will enjoy the ceremony, and a hearty word of congratulations to each and every graduate on your special day. Ladies and gentlemen, we request that you join us in a moment of silence. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Nelson Mandela University welcome you to this gathering and take your safety very seriously. We all know that accidents and emergency do occur sometimes. We need to prepare such possibilities. In case of an emergency evacuation alarm will sound. You will calmly get up and proceed to the emergency exit point. You will do so following the green running person sign above entrances or exit in the venue. Please calmly evacuate the building using the following exit points. 1 and 2 is situated on your left, 5 and 6 on your right, 3 and 4 at the back of the wall. Please assemble by the assemble G, which is situated across the road next to the next ball court. You will remain there until the all clear has been given. The university is situated in a nature reserve. This means you may come into contact with wild animals like monkeys. Do not feed the monkeys. They are unlikely to attack you unless they feel threatened. We do have the ablutions in the hall. The male ablutions are on the right side towards the stage, and the female ablutions on the left side towards the stage. Please look out for the signage. Thank you.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as Acting Vice-Chancellor of Nelson Mandela University, I hereby constitute this congregation for the purpose of awarding qualifications. Members of the Governing Council here present, Deputy Vice-Chancellors, Executive Deans of Faculties, in particular the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economic Sciences, Professor Hendrik Lloyd, Acting Dean of Students, Dean of Learning and Teaching, esteemed professors, academic staff, management and support staff, the Alumni Association, the President of the SRC and SRC members, graduandi, parents, guardians, loved ones and friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, molweni, Gqeberha. On behalf of our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Sibongile Mutwa, it is my singular honor and privilege to welcome you to this joyous 2025 autumn graduation ceremony of Nelson Mandela University. We also welcome those who are participating virtually via live streaming. Today is truly a significant day for our graduandi. I hope that you will remember this day for the rest of your lives. On behalf of our Chancellor, Dr. Geraldine Fraser-Muleketi, our Chair of Council, Justice Nambita Dambuza, and our entire University Council, our Senate, and the university community, we are very proud of you. Universities serve as powerful engines for building the kind of society we all desire. That is why at Nelson Mandela University, we pursue the philosophy of humanizing education. Our approach is informed by, among others, the liberatory education philosophy of Paulo Freire. We seek to recognize and explore what it means to be human, honoring and respecting everyone's humanity and unique background. As we reimagine the idea of a 21st century university, there is concerted effort towards inter, multi, and transdisciplinarity because we have come to realize that no one discipline on its own can exclusively tackle the complexity of the human condition. More importantly, you were provided with sound theoretical grounding and exposed to methodologies and scenarios that gave you in-depth knowledge and understanding of the complexities of economic, political, social, and cultural aspects, and how these play themselves out at local, national, regional, and global levels. Some of you specialized in marine affairs and maritime studies that exposed you to an in-depth understanding of the coastal economy. Some of you also specialized in tourism, which is something our country desperately needs. So we look up to you to come up with fresh ideas on how to put South Africa on the map. As you step into your professions and engage in real-world problems, we urge you to use this grounding to influence policies, question inequalities and injustice, as well as challenge practices that stifle growth and development. We look to you to help us understand the consequences of the trade war that is currently taking place in the world. The world we have come to know has been thrown into turmoil by isolationist economic decisions. With this context in mind, we need you to come up with different frameworks and models that will assist us in developing an approach that will help us to participate fully in the business world. Our curricula provided you with portable and transferable knowledge and skills that will enable you to confidently compete with your peers, not only to be ready for the world of work, but also to make a meaningful contribution to society and your immediate communities. We are therefore confident that you will walk into the world and claim your space with the intention to be in service to society. Graduation is the culmination of all the time, energy, and effort that you put in your studies. It is a time when we celebrate hard work, commitment, and staying the course. We also celebrate the investment made by parents, extended family, friends, and sponsors. We hope that this important milestone will give you an opportunity to pause and reflect on your accomplishments. We know that for you to have made it thus far is because of the continued support you received from the academics, fellow students, family, and your community. As the university, we honor your commitment to knowledge creation, innovation, and knowledge transformation. As you graduate today, cherish the moment. You have worked incredibly hard. No doubt you faced many trials and tribulations along the way. And despite the many seemingly insurmountable challenges, you kept the faith and stayed the course. And for that, we congratulate you. Some of you are not only the hope of their families, but they are the hope of their communities. So go out there and take your rightful position and be an agent of change, hope, and social justice. Not that many in our country have the privilege you have, and most of your equals may not in their lifetime see this moment. And so you must count yourself as one of the privileged few and appreciate the rarity of this moment. You have every reason to be proud of yourself. Your graduation here today inducts you into the bigger family of Nelson Mandela University alumni. And as an ambassador for Nelson Mandela University, go out there and represent us well. Once again, congratulations, and please enjoy the rest of the proceedings. Thank you. I request the Nelson Mandela University Choir to perform some choral items for us.
Sengalata imbo, imbo, imbo,
Thank you very much to our choir. Can you please give them another round of applause? I'm seeing the choir conductor making some moves there. I'm impressed. We shall now, honored guests, proceed with the awarding of qualifications, and I now request the candidates to take up their positions. Thank you. Can we all please settle down? I request the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Business and Economic Sciences, Professor Hendrik Lloyd, to present candidates for the respective qualifications.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request you to award the diplomas and confer the bachelor's degrees on the candidates who have completed their respective qualifications during the past academic year, whereafter I shall present to you candidates receiving their qualifications in presentia.
I award the diplomas and confer the bachelor's degrees as requested.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Diploma in Economics, Brent Adams. Tensani Baloy. Onela Dana. Adrian De Vos. Kaletu Ngani. Leia Dinwayo. Msimilelo Dlabantu. Travis Dowdies. Talang Zangi. Lisle Fazi. Lesego Felix. Siputkola Geli. Oyotano Dlavana. Marilake Gongu. Sesetu Hlebu. Sipukosi Slongwane. Sukanya Bongwana. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Jared Jacobs. Sarasasiwe Jamangile. Lubolele Mtwana. Sinevoyo Kumtsa. Timna Lapi. Cekofatso Lechnuene. Zanande Lutuli. Asisipo Lungwana. Pitsi Machapala. Sibusisi Madide. Sipamulela Mdlangu. Oritolo Makatu. Itumaleng Magoba. Kaletso Malaji. Siposisle Mangiza. Tiani Machangwanya. Kunati Mazangwanya. Caesar Mbambo. Hello. Lutando Mbana. Yolata Mbangwa. Lomtandazo Mbili. Sabombo Mdledle. Mtombi Ani Mdudu. Atetetelele Mkabelo. Umpile Molepo. Keketso Mkoro. Anasipelo Mkula. Lorena Mutlane. Asipile Blai. Lloyd Mashia. Tata Mushayana. Tata Motlakela. Kukle Mashane. Balandile Mtiane. Ukom Koli. Saliso Mnotso. Sinebuin Kapai. Salandile and Damaso. Sinanslansla and Dashe. Musle and Dulani. Nechisenze. Confundo en Kwanyana. Así que leo en Tlandra. Sinukolo Nsangani. Sipumulele Mpembela. Wilwetu Piri. Jada Plaikis. Owiolo Kumfo. Tefo Ramakoka. Inako Rangana. Ayaka Rapia. Sipusetu Fuka. Uyesiwe Siboko. Ochello Samake. Dinaleri Sehakwana. Ivy Shitlangu. Afika Samslancho. Mandile Tsamese. Azolo Tungana. Non fusi Klamlayo. Kambaletu Klinkle. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor. The diploma is awarded cum laude to the following candidates. Nakiwe Katkat cum laude. Tobani Ntlabati cum laude. Ntaketu Pakulu cum laude. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the Diploma in Tourism Management, Pumezo Baliso. Jamie Lee Boysons. Tumani Takeda. Wendy Dementia. Brasile Gomede. Tlangelani Tlungwane. Andesiwe Kakama. Tamkele Kuboni. Tsuwana Lebetsa. Ulenda Chiva. Fedu Lusuwana. Samile Madibela. Tsini Mahase. Akkamile Makaleni. Kanya Malanga. Tabile Molabane. Senesive Mantia. Look at the camera. Pivikusle Masala. Lelite Masanguana. Nonsle Maseko. Samkela Mashaba. Tlangalani Mavunda. Tubalake Mbongo. Anati Madelwa. Pakolele Mdledle. Sivive Mto. Simusete un tuapi. Wazim Yango. Katleo Moruri. Kelakanyo Papuli. Right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Let's give the next candidate also their opportunity. Sisle Mantembeka. Leandria Miller. Sipho Ndabele. Azanale and Zwana. Siabonga and Gangaliswe. Sam Kelekele non Kanyezi. Senate Ntame. Sebas Lepono. Lonelo Quasi. Abonkiligini. Lindile Gqeberha. Sakalani Sikangwenyana. Azolos and Josie. Asapele Stefane. Pumza Chose. Pozzo Sikovi. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, the diploma is awarded cum laude to the following candidates. Tsegofatsu Lekangane, cum laude. Oslokwe Mote, cum laude. Tandolwetu Miela, cum laude. Kuleng Shubani, cum laude. Sinazu Ufield. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Bachelor of Arts in Development Studies, Nonhle Dlamini. Sibusiso Gushe. Ntabiseng Flope. Reso Kofetse, Kobifa Kahosi. po Machaba. Evuyu Magalakaka. Zenande Magamble. Sibususe Mlambo. Kokotatso Monye. Lisoleto Ndumiso. Mashudu Netso Zwi. Amakolani Mukana. Apewe Sikobi. Sisa Sulelu. Leema Kanga. Annalise Zimu. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Bachelor of Commerce Economics, Ronald Kwindingwi. Kaitumetsu Mongoye. Sandy Mashi. Kamogelo Ndlovu. Sisonke Nozehamba. Kylene Williams. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Bachelor of Commerce, Economics and Statistics, Nosisa Kutela Silaiya. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Bachelor of Commerce, Logistics and Transport Economics, Kyle Damons. Alolutu Komisa. Spiwe Mabuza. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the Bachelor of Commerce, Tourism, Annalise Baskiti. Nicole Gqeberha. New Matlabane. Annalisa Ngoyi. Craig Pinar. Pelisande Zetu. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the Bachelor of Commerce in Hospitality Management, Olwetu Nkobe. Itumaleng Sleshabaka. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Business Studies, Tourism Management, Tryphosa Boysen. Atumile Yankee. Arushka Yafta. Margaret Kanyile. Atankosi Landu. Sesona Mbonzi. Susan Betsy. Sive Moko Kelly. Pomocho Mapapuli. Unati Msuku. Zameka Nana. Zuzipe Nankulu Kulu. Lutu Sikwana. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Economics, Kotatso Apane. Kwanakukle Daimani. Maboyo Dintle. Atule Fumbeza. Tishan Hoffman. Sivuyo Kadambi. Mpo Kobe. Picheli Koza. Katleho Lesetedi. Sibabawe Magala. Pulelani Majali. Saliswa Mandisi. Uyaka Mapuma. Sisanda Matitiba. Mkanyiso Mbata. Sonam quasi. Sadam Igwa. Mamachotla Modiba. Maepato Molete. Kanyam Tongana. Donella Mvambo. Simpevo Nsleko. Siamo Ramalosa. Lisle Seti. Florence Sikusana. Sinatemba Soggini. Liwongo Zinto. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidates for the postgraduate diploma in applied economics, Chanel de Fonchelos. Sianda Tijana. Azukwa Mabenguana. Yanga Majeke. Karen Ranchett. Tumisa Sokupe. Sokaisa Stemele. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the postgraduate diploma is awarded cum laude on the following candidates. Mosile Kele, cum laude. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, postgraduate diploma in development finance, Sukukwana Badi. Windy Bangani. Kwakona Botko. Karishni Clark. Ukushle Mavikela. Abisa Mngandlantlu. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the postgraduate diploma in maritime studies, Rose Makinta. Abongile Kumsha. Naledi Senyane. Siamtanda Mfoleni. Puyani Mtati. Sanele Ndwalane. Ayanda Nzamande. Boipelu Seleke. Inan Shekhamsa. Tandukasi Tiso. Se sono tunque. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, the diploma is awarded cum laude to the following candidate. Pushle Benkosi Gumpu cum laude. Zanella Mtambo. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the Bachelor of Arts Honours in Development Studies, Kanyise Gusha. Unati Maggio. Yolanda in Fete. Sisekelelewe Nzala. Sorry. Senomta Ngogo. Inga Nompaweni. Mangaliso Mswakwela. Apive Tofa. Nolokolo Siko. Osesepo Witboy. Pelanandi Kati. Zentle Bonakele. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the Bachelor of Commerce Honours in Economics, Lukolo Falake. Thank you. Yamkele Shlope. Ezisle Komanisi. Kensani Mabaza. Sisanda Magangana. Appella Lamentande Mangaliso. Chantel Majemombe. Tokozani Ngodio. Atule Ndlazowana. Sukanya Nomganga. Utandile Parkins. Elelwani Pampa. Kanyasile Sitole. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the Bachelor of Commerce Honours in Tourism Management, Sukiswa Madigizela. Zandile Mogolozo. Simamgele Nhlopa. Sisle Sukwana. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, this concludes the awarding of diplomas and conferring of bachelor's degrees in the Faculty of Business and Economic Sciences, School of Economics, Development and Tourism. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I now have the privilege to request you to confer the master's degrees on the candidates who have completed their respective qualifications during the past academic year, whereafter I shall present you candidates receiving their qualifications in presentia.
I confer the master's degrees as requested.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the degree Master of Philosophy in Maritime Studies coursework, Doctoral Condile. Lynn Jonas, cum laude. Siamkela Peter. Pelesande Junele. Tabelo Gqeberha. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the degree Master of Arts Research, Tilo Nonyane. Jessica Nome, cum laude. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the degree Master of Commerce Research, Onke Mnyaka. Pulani Ontanyane, cum laude. Monopelo Mapaye Peli. Siasanga Kodi, cum laude. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the degree Master of Commerce in Economics coursework, Yamkele Kalane. Jamela Lomes. Nkosinati Mama. Onele Mavuma. Nomfundu Kazonke. Mlibo Sotashe. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, candidates for the degree Master of Philosophy in Development Finance coursework, Anita Dolo. Andile Gogi. avo yonke class. Adonio Makumba. Selilu Ramatuba cum laude. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, a candidate for the degree Master of Philosophy in Tourism Management Research, Mislali Mbangeni. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, this concludes the Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Let's conclude the previous session first. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, this concludes the conferring of master's degrees in the Faculty of Business and Economic Sciences, School of Economics, Development and Tourism. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I now have the honor to present to you candidates for the doctoral degrees in the Faculty of Business and Economic Sciences, School of Economics, Development and Tourism. Right, ladies and gentlemen, how it works now, I will call the candidate up every time. The supervisor will read the citation. That's part of the study. Please listen to what the study was about, then we applaud, right? So I request Professor Ronnie Nkwadi and candidate Wabisa Mary Kadana to come forward, please. Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, I request Professor Nkwadi, the supervisor of the candidate, to present her to the congregation.
Madam Acting Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I present Wabisa Mary Kadana to the congregation with a thesis entitled The Effectiveness of Fiscal and Monetary Policies Towards Addressing Upward Gaps in South Africa. This study investigates the effectiveness of fiscal and monetary policies in addressing upward gap in South Africa. The research employs the nonlinear ARDL and structural VAR models to analyze the impact of these policies. Key findings from the nonlinear ARDL model reveals a counter-cyclical fiscal policy, while monetary policy exhibits a pro-cyclical relationship with the output gap. The structural VAR results indicate that the prime lending rate is the most significant shock impacting the South African economy during the recessionary periods. Despite these macroeconomic policy shocks, the South African economy remains trapped in low growth cycles, which diminishes the effectiveness of both fiscal and monetary policies. The study thus recommends that in addition to fiscal and monetary policies as stabilizing tools, urgent structural reforms are necessary to enhance the overall effectiveness of economic policy in South Africa.
Sorry. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Economics on Gqeberha Mary Kadana.
Thank you. I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Economics on Gqeberha Mary Kadana. Congratulations, Doctor.
I request Dr. Shireen van Zyl and candidate Joel Maromo Masanoge to come forward, please. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request Dr. van Zyl, the co-supervisor of the candidate, to present him to the congregation.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I present Joel Marumo Mosanogi to the congregation with his thesis titled Stakeholder Engagement and Sustainable Tourism Development in the Greater Town Local Municipal Area, Northwest Province. This study aimed to explore and understand the role of stakeholder engagement on sustainable tourism development in the Greater Town Local Municipal Area. The study applied a qualitative research approach and thematically analyzed data. The findings of the study showed that stakeholder engagement is largely dependent on the ability to effectively coordinate relevant stakeholders, which is the main responsibility of government. Furthermore, findings of the study indicate that given the nature of development and diversity of the tourism industry, stakeholder identification cannot be a once-off exercise performed by government alone. Most importantly, the study developed a framework for stakeholder engagement.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Tourism Management on Joel Maromo Mosanogi.
Thank you. I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Tourism Management on Joel Marumo Mosanogi. Congratulations, Doctor.
I request Professor Sidin Mishi and candidate Consolata Olo Ngala to come forward, please. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request Professor Sidin Mishi, the supervisor of the candidate, to present her to the congregation.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I present Consolata Olongala to the congregation with a thesis entitled Evaluating the Kenya Health Policy 2014-2030 Towards Equity and Financial Protection. The natural experiment evaluation compared piloted, that is treated to control untreated counties in Kenya. Impact assessment techniques were used to test universal health coverage, effect on health facilities utilization, and catastrophic health expenditure. Comparability of the counties was ensured by matching them based on the pre-intervention socio-economic fundamentals. Households in the piloted counties had statistically significant more hospital visits and a lower percentage of catastrophic health expenditure. In addition, maternal mortality, infant and under 5 mortality rates declined in treated counties, accounted for by an increased uptake of antenatal care services. The incremental health costs effectiveness, which is expressed as the additional cost per unit of health gain, show that in this short term, the implementation of universal health coverage is cost-effective in reducing catastrophic health expenditure, but not so on increasing hospital visits, which arguably require significant outlays due to investment in infrastructure. The study computed the cost of improving outcomes by a percentage point to guide upscaling of the intervention to the rest of the country. There are lessons for countries starting implementation of universal health coverage for any form towards Sustainable Development Goal 3 targets.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy Economics on Consolata Olo Ngala.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy Economics on Consolata Olo Ngala. Congratulations, Doctor.
I request Dr. Lynn Jonas and candidate Mawande Kalitsana to come forward, please. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request Dr. Jonas, the co-supervisor of the candidate, to present him to the congregation.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I present Malwande Nkalachana to the congregation with his thesis entitled Coastal and Marine Tourism Development, a conceptual framework for place-based marine spatial planning in the Wild Coast, Port St. John's. Coastal communities and cities such as Port St. John's, in addition to underdevelopment, high levels of poverty and unemployment, are marred by conflicts of interest associated with the use of the coastal and marine environment for property development and economic growth creation. The coastal and marine tourism sector has the potential to contribute to the overall development of coastal areas, and this largely has the potential to benefit local communities. Moving towards an integrated, comprehensive, and coherent coastal and marine management plan, this study developed a place-based marine spatial plan conceptual framework that synthesizes socioeconomic, cultural, and environmental sustainability. Furthermore, it addresses the historical inequalities in respect of the participation of local people in the ocean economy and in decision-making processes regarding the development of coastal spatial management plans.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy Tourism Management on Mwande Kalitsana.
Thank you. I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Tourism Management on Malwande Nkalichana. Congratulations. Well done.
I request Professor Sidhen Mishi and candidate Brian Wanyama Singoro to come forward, please. Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request Professor Mishi, the supervisor of the candidate, to present him to the congregation.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I present Brian Wanyama Singoro to the congregation with his thesis entitled Diaspora Remittances and the Receiving Economy, Evidence from Kenya between 1990 and 2019. This study investigated the economic impact of diaspora remittances on unemployment, poverty, educational attainment, and financial development in Kenya during a period of sustained economic growth preceding the COVID-19 pandemic. Anchored in the positivist research paradigm and employing the autoregressive distributed leg modeling approach, the analysis uses time series data from 1990 to 2019. The model was chosen for its robustness in capturing both the short and long-term relationship among variables. Key findings indicate that remittances reduce poverty, improve education attainment, and boost financial development, but slightly increase unemployment by discouraging job seeking. The study highlights the critical developmental role of remittances and recommends targeted job creation programs, improved financial infrastructure, especially in underserved areas, and enhanced financial literacy among remittance recipients to maximize the developmental potential of remittances in line with Kenya's Vision 2030 goals.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy Economics on Brian Wanyama Singoro.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy Economics on Brian Wanyama Singoro. Congratulations, Doctor.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, candidate Olide Fisayo Olanji was unable to travel to graduation today. I request you to confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy Development Studies on Olide Fisayo Olanji in absentia.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy Development Studies on Olaide Fisayo Olajuyin.
Madam Acting Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the awarding of qualifications in the Faculty of Business and Economic Sciences, School of Economics, Development and Tourism.
Let's give all of our graduates a hand of applause. As we draw this graduation to its close, on behalf of the congregation, I wish to extend our deepest gratitude to our graduates for their hard work and dedication. We also thank their families and friends for their unwavering support, which has been instrumental in reaching this milestone. Our sincere appreciation goes to our dedicated academic, professional, administrative, and support services staff for their commitment to education and student success. We thank Nelson Mandela Choir, which has enriched this ceremony. Graduates, your hard work, perseverance, and intellectual curiosity have culminated in this significant achievement. We are immensely proud of your accomplishments and the potential you hold to make meaningful impact on the world. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, we extend our best wishes for success and fulfillment in all your future endeavors. We hope that the knowledge, skills, and values you have gained at Nelson Mandela University will serve as a strong foundation, and that you will continue to embody the spirit of inquiry, innovation, and social responsibility that defines our university. By virtue of the powers vested in me as Acting Vice-Chancellor of Nelson Mandela University, it is my distinct honor to now declare this congregation dissolved. I now request the congregation to stand for the singing of the national anthem and to remain standing while the academic procession departs.